Do you have kids and you feel like your house is overly cluttered? Maybe you're feeling a little overwhelmed and like you just can't keep up? No worries. I've had 9 children and there are some things you can do to remedy this situation. So let's get right into it. Number 1, have clutter collection baskets in common areas. Toys, books, and other children's paraphernalia can spread throughout the house so quickly, and it makes it really difficult to keep up with it. Instead of trying to do so, have some baskets so that you can place those random items in them quickly as you're going through your home. This will help it to keep from getting cluttered in the first place. For example, keep a small basket on your kitchen counter for mail and various trinkets that end up coming into the house and don't immediately find a place to live. Another basket, decorative is best, in the living room for books and homework papers or even random socks to be tossed into when the common area starts to get cluttered. In my own hall closet, I have one basket for hats, gloves, and scarves, one for lunch boxes because there was never a good place for those to go easily, another for Norwex cloths that need cleaning because they are washed separately from the rest of the laundry, so I can't just toss them there, and one for pet items like pet toys, leashes, collars, and etc. Now, you may have different needs for your family, so your baskets may have different labels and different purposes. But the point is, there are things that end up scattered around your home, and you know what those things usually are. This will give your children a quick place to just toss items in so they aren't scattered around your home. Number 2, have your children take responsibility for their own possessions. If your children are old enough, let them know that these baskets will be emptied on a specific day of the week. If there are random items in the baskets on that day, that they will become your new possessions to do with as you wish. For example, tell the children Tuesday is Clutter Basket Day. If they do not have their items collected out of the basket by Tuesday morning, they could lose them for good. They have forfeited those items to you because they've abandoned them in the home. This will make your children know that they are responsible for their own possessions. Now, this only works if you're actually consistent and you hold them to this rule. But you can also make it where they can get it back if they want to by earning it, by doing extra chores, or even paying for it. But they have to have some kind of consequence for leaving their items scattered around the house in order for your house not to be cluttered with children's things everywhere. Consequences teach lessons, so don't miss your opportunity to teach. Number 3, make rules about clothing items. Have a laundry basket in every bedroom and one in the bathroom where the kids bathe, if that's possible. Teach your children to always put their clothes in the laundry basket. Clothes on the floor in their room or in other parts of the house will not be picked up by you. Tell them there are 3 places that clothes go: on their body, put away, or in the laundry. Have a sit-down conversation with them. Teach them those 3 places: on your body, put away, or in the laundry. The way this is helpful is when you see an item on the floor, say a sock or a shirt or whatever it might be, you can point to that item and you can say, clothes go 3 places. What 3 places do they go? And have them repeat: on your body, put away, or in the laundry. And then you could say, that clothing item is not in one of those 3 places. If you do this enough, the children will get it, and they will be kind of tired of hearing that, and they'll put their clothes away like they should. Number 4, minimalize. Maybe I should have put this first, but truly I believe in minimalizing. It is so freeing, and it can give your family a feeling of peace. Start limiting what's taken into your home and get rid of things that are unnecessary, rarely used, or not used at all. To start off with, you could make a commitment that for every non-consumable item that comes into your home, 2 have to go. And then when you get to the place where you think you have the right amount of items in your home, it seems like it's working out fine, then you can do 1-to-1. 1 item comes in that's non-consumable, 1 has to go out. I would say condo your home. That's in reference to a book entitled The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up by Marie Kondo. Although I don't agree with her Eastern religion references in the book, I really think her methods and her application are amazing. I also suggest reading Joshua Becker's book, The More of Less, which gives a better overall philosophy, but I enjoy the practical suggestions of Marie Kondo better. Both of these books are available on audiobook, which is good for busy parents. But if you want actual copies of them, you can get either the audiobook or the copies down in the links below. Number 5, make things easy to put away. There are plenty of videos on how to organize things in a home that will be helpful to you on YouTube. But the most important thing when it comes to keeping a home uncluttered with kids is about organizing. And when you organize things, you make sure they're easy to get out and easy to put away. The more someone has to move something or lift something or arrange something to put it back, the less likely it's going to get back in the spot it goes. That's why you want to make sure that when you're arranging drawers or closets or cabinets or whatever, it's really easy to put things in and take things out. You got to remember your children probably aren't going to be as motivated as you are to keep the house uncluttered, so you have to make it really easy for them in order for it to be consistent. Number 6, have a clutter routine for after school. If your children go to school, it's likely that after school is the time when clutter bombs explode. Have a routine so that when your children walk in the door after school, they know exactly what to do with all of the things they bring home with them. There's a hook for their backpack, a place to put their coat, a place to put those papers that you need to sign or you need to see or whatever. That's a really good one. I have grandchildren now that come and visit, and there's a specific place that they put all of their things whenever they walk in the door. It keeps my house from having kid clutter when I have my grandchildren visiting, but it also makes it really easy at the time when they're supposed to go. They know exactly where their things are. Number 7, teach the one toy out rule. This means teach your children that they can play with one toy at a time or set of toys. When they're finished with that toy or set of toys, they have to put those away before they get out anything else. This, of course, works best if you start really early. So when they're toddlers, just make that a habit. Make it something they're doing from the very beginning. And if it's too late for that, your children are already older than that, that's okay. Sit down and have a conversation and then just start working on it with them. Number 8, take pictures of cherished artwork. So one of the clutter bombs parents and grandparents deal with is the mountain of drawings and coloring papers and school projects. I mean, you can only fit so many things on a refrigerator at one time, right? So take pictures of the cherished artwork and put it in a file in your computer. That's better than a table full or a house full of papers. And it also makes it easier to share it on social media. Number 9, unload the dishwasher. Make it easier for everyone to keep the kitchen less cluttered throughout the day by having the dishwasher available so that whenever they use dishes, they can just put them right into the dishwasher. Of course, this takes a little bit of discipline on your part or on your part with your children, that someone has the job that in the morning, they always unload the dishwasher first to make sure that that's available. So throughout the day, dishes can just be added to it and then it's turned on when it's full. It's really great because throughout the day, you don't have sinkfuls of dishes. That really causes me stress. I don't know about you, but I really don't like that. Throughout the day, as you walk through your kitchen, going here and there, you don't have dishes in the sink. It's wonderful. Number 10, don't let it go. Honestly, the most effective general rule to keeping a home from getting cluttered is don't let it go. If you see something that's out of place or is somewhere it shouldn't be, take care of it immediately. That is the best way to not let your house get cluttered. Of course, teaching your children to kind of do the same thing. Whenever they see something, it's a place that it shouldn't be, they should put it away. But the reality is that won't always happen. That's what the clutter baskets are for. If you like this video, please leave a comment below and click on one of the cards on the screen now to see another step-by-step instructional parenting video. And I hope you subscribe. Parents, you can do this. I hope to see you here next week.